I'm Casey Tutton. I'm on We Found New Music with Grant, and this is my song, Arrows. You don't love me like you should. Wish you'd play me like the strings on your guitar, and I'd blister your fingers, I would. Maybe I'm too soft for melodies to scar. Don't draw your poison arrows if you're aiming at the sky and not at my heart. Don't make your road so narrow. Will you not even try to open your heart? I'm embarrassed of my age. Would you laugh at me if I tried to hold your hand? And I feel pathetic for even caring when I'm the standing girl and you're the leading man. Don't draw your poison arrows if you're aiming at the sky and not at my heart. Don't make your road so narrow. Will you not even try to open your heart? You've got me hanging on the edge. I'd honestly rather you hurt me instead. Don't draw your poison arrows. Ooh, if you're aiming at the sky and not at my heart, don't make your road so narrow. Will you not even try to open your heart? Don't make your road so narrow. Will you not even try to open your heart? Hey, I'm Casey Tutton, and I'm with WFNM with Grant Owens, and this is my song, Closer. I was a little too young for you, to be honest. She looked a little younger than me, that's a pattern, and I saw it. An ice cream shop that I never walk by anymore. But I was out with some friends, distracted, and there you were. Thank God I saw you sitting at the table where you broke my heart. I can't unwarn you, and now I'm melting on the floor and everything I'm not. Maybe it's a sign of getting older. Maybe it's a twisted type of closure. Closer and closer to over you. tightrope. I always tried to keep my balance and somehow still pacify you. You were walking the line as much as I did. You loved me and denied it, denied it, denied it. Thank God I saw you sitting at the table where you broke my heart. I can't unwarn you, and now I'm melting on the floor and everything I'm not. Maybe it's a sign of getting older. Maybe it's a twisted type of closure, closer and closer to all for you. Table where you broke my heart. I can't unwarn you, and now I'm melting on the floor and everything I'm not. Maybe it's a sign of getting older. Maybe it's a twisted type of closure, closer and closer to all for you. Thank God I saw you sitting at the table where you broke my heart. I can't unwarn you, and now I'm melting on the floor and everything I'm not. Maybe it's a sign of getting older. Maybe it's a twisted type of closure, closer and closer to all for you.
Hey guys, Grant Owens here on We Found New Music, and we are joined by Casey Tutton in the studio.
Hello, hello.
Casey, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. This is so cool.
Yeah, we're really happy to have you. What did you just perform for us?
So I just played Arrows, which just came out about a week and a half ago. And that was my first release, actually. And then the second song I played was called Closer, and that will be coming out in the next few months.
That's forthcoming.
Yes.
All right, well, to begin, where are you from? And then tell me about, you were originally acting and now you've transitioned into music.
So I'm originally from Chicago area, Evanston, and then my family moved to Wisconsin, so Midwest. And yeah, you know, I it's funny because music has always been a really big part of my life, and it's always been a core part of who I am, but I'm only now releasing music. So I think for people who don't know me and aren't my friends and family, it's like, whoa, you do music?
Yeah.
But anyone who knows me is like, well, of course. So it doesn't feel as much like a transition. It's more just exciting to share that now.
Something you've always been interested in, and just you're now starting to create it. Yeah.
Publicly.
A natural transition.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Who are some of your influences musically?
So growing up, like one of my heroes was Joni Mitchell. Love her. And like Fleetwood Mac, Alison Krauss, Nickel Creek. And those were artists that my parents played around the house. And it's kind of funny to me how the songs and the music that your parents play can kind of subconsciously like get under your skin. And I feel like that probably has an impact on who you listen to as an adult. Like, because you're just like this little crawling sponge as a child, just like kind of subconsciously absorbing these sounds. And I feel like maybe that long-term influence is what you like.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know. So, but yeah, those artists were huge for me, kind of the folk vein.
No, totally. All right, cool. What would you say your songwriting process is like?
It really varies. I love writing alone, but I also love co-writing with other people. Like, obviously, co-writing is more fun because you're bouncing ideas off and you have another person there for feedback. But writing alone is kind of therapeutic, like especially if I'm processing something. So it really depends.
Yeah, and you collaborate with your brothers sometimes as well?
I do. I'm lucky in that my brothers are two of my main collaborators. And then my other main collaborators are really close friends of mine that I've known since I was a little kid, just kind of by happenstance, which really helps with the co-writing process, I think, because we know each other so well. So there's already this sort of vulnerability right off the bat. So that's a very fun thing.
And what do you write about? Like true life experiences or kind of more fictional?
Honestly, the stuff that I write is pretty like ripped from the headlines of my life. Like they're pretty literal.
sometimes I'll elaborate or embellish to make things more interesting or just to make it rhyme, but they're usually pretty true, or at least the emotional core of them is true. But then I try to make them as universal as I can, or try to make them relatable. So I think at this point in my songwriting, the songs that I'm writing are very just my life.
Yep.
But I feel like over time I'll probably have to get to a place where I'm pulling from other places more, because maybe I'll run out of stories. I don't know.
So yeah, music's new to you, and you performed a show with us.
I did.
Oh, your
That was
first
so
show
fun.
actually.
My first show was
with
with
We
you
Found New
guys.
Music, and I'm sure you're going to continue to perform and keep on. I'm sure you love doing it. And is there anybody you'd like to maybe perform with or open for or anything?
Ooh, I mean, I love Maggie Rogers. I think to open for her would be crazy. I love Casey Musgraves. I saw her at the Greek actually, and she was impeccable. Like, sounded even better than the recording, if you can believe that. So that would be a crazy artist. Or even like Phoebe Bridgers would be amazing.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Casey, for taking us a little time and performing for us.
Thank you so much for having me. This was so fun and so cool.
All right. Well, thank you, Casey, for joining us on We Found New Music.